box set of Octonaut books. There are 4 books, and our mini-series continues. Hi, everybody. You can continue.
So yeah, we're doing a mini-series where we read the box set of Octonauts books. So our choices, this is actually going to be the first episode of this mini-series. We got the Octonauts and the Great Ghost Reef.
I want to read that first.
That's the one you want to read first?
Yeah.
Okay, and we'll find out what else we got in a later episode. Okay, so the Octonauts and the Great Ghost Reef. And we see on the cover, I don't know everyone's names. Is that Shellington?
No, that's the captain, I believe.
Captain Barnacles?
This is Peso, and that's Quasi there. Yeah.
Okay.
Show them. I'll show them.
You show them who the characters are on the cover?
Here are here's some Ghosts and Quasi and Peso and the captain. Anyway, start.
Okay. So we'll just find out what happens and who's involved. This book belongs to Phoenix.
See a picture of Shellington there?
That's Shellington, okay. He's talking to some things, some reefs. Okay. It was a clear and sunny day under the tropical sea when... Woo!
Actually, Octobot there.
Octo-alert! Captain Barnacles was testing his snorkel. Peso Penguin was shampooing Claudius. Tunip the Vegemite was packing a picnic basket. Dashy Dog was picking out sunglasses. Tweak Bunny was changing a spark plug. Dr. Shellington was modeling his new swimsuit. Quasi Kitten was taking a cat nap. Professor Inkling was studying his travel guide. Octo-alert! Octo-alert! Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
Yeah. The crew quickly assembled in the octopod's headquarters to find Professor Inkling frantically pointing to the eerie landscape outside.
See picture there?
Yeah. Eerie.
And the eerie outside there.
Very eerie. Octonauts, the small Dumbo octopus exclaimed. We're all excited about our vacation to the Great Reef City, but something peculiar has transpired. Well, shiver me timbers, everything is white. Quasi puzzled out loud. This place looks like a ghost town. This city is built on top of a giant coral reef. Normally reefs look like colorful rocks where many plants and animals make their homes, Dr. Shellington informed the crew. This is not at all what I expected. We need to find out what happened here, Captain Barnacles declared. Yeah, so this is what a reef normally looks like, but this is what they found. Wonder what happened. Okay. The crew cautiously explored the silent streets of the city. As they passed abandoned buildings and empty houses, they caught glimpses of pale shapes and heard strange creaks and moans. Ooh. So there's all kinds of buildings, like a library and a shop, but there's no creatures.
You know, folks, next time I'm gonna go on this, a new series of read-alongs. This Disney Pixar movie collection that's coming up just Friday.
Yeah, he got new Disney Pixar books, so.
You know, we don't know, I don't know which accent yet. Probably an Australian, kind of like Dashi. Anyway, if you guys don't know who Dashi is, right there. Anyway, continue.
Okay. Did you see that? Did you feel that? Did you hear that? I'm sure there's a perfectly good scientific explanation for all this, Shellington said nervously. So they're all kind of just creeping around, getting creeped out. And Shellington's like, nope, there's a scientific answer. Eventually, they came upon an old turtle nudging a large trunk out his front door. Noticing the name on the mailbox, Barnacles politely asked, "Excuse me, Mr. Slowstash, could you tell us what happened here?" The turtle slowly looked the polar bear up and down and then gave a low sigh. They met the turtle. He's moving, though. He's got a suitcase. Whoa, it turns up. I'm afraid it's all a great mystery, Mr. Slowstash began his tale. When I first moved here as a young whippersnapper, the reef was famous for its bright colors and seagrass aplenty to eat. As time went by, more and more animals came here to live. They built fancy buildings, theaters, and shops. This place was quite the hot spot. I guess everyone was so busy that no one noticed the coral beneath the city had started turning white and brittle. Bit by bit, it spread.
Usually when it does that, it means it's getting sick.
Sounds like it. Sounds like it's dying. The turtle gestured sadly to his own home. Now even my house is falling over. Nobody knows what caused this. Some even say the city is haunted. I'm the last to go. It's just too cold here for my old bones. So, sounds like civilization wasn't so good for the reef. Dashi patted the turtle's shell and asked, "Is there anything we can do to help?" Mr. Slowstash smiled in appreciation. "Thank you, young lady. I remember a beach from my childhood just 2 shakes of a turtle's tail from here. I could certainly use a hand moving my rock collection there." Oh, that's nice. So they're going to help him move back to the beach from his childhood. The Octonauts packed Mr. Slowstash's belongings onto the Gup A, and the ship took off with a big swoosh. Welcome to the Great Reef City, the color capital.
So that's
Population.
Gup A there.
Gup A.
Kind of a submarine kind of thing with a propeller on the back, huh?
Very cool vehicle. And the population used to be 14,000, but now it's 0.
Jeez, they all died?
Oh, they left.
Oh, okay.
Because it was dying.
I thought they all died.
I don't think they died. I don't know, 14,000 people got uprooted. It's a lot. 14,000 sea creatures. Arriving at the sandy dunes of the beach, Barnacles looked around and smiled. It sure is nice and warm. Everyone seems to be enjoying the sun. I forgot how shallow the water is here. An old turtle like me needs more shelter. Mr. Slowstash fretted as he tucked into his shell. Let's keep looking. Okay, so the beach isn't a good place for him to live. It was just a cool spot that he remembered, but he needs deeper water. There's a lot going on at the beach, though. We're having a good time. Okay. How about this mangrove forest? Dashi asked. The trees give cover to animals and even drop fruit down for food. Oh, it's actually showing, I didn't notice that. So this is a vegetarian boiga, the snake. This is a saltwater crocodile. Right there. That's scary. We got a crab cleanup crew. Crabs are cleaning.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I think that's fictional. Mud lobster towers. Maybe the lobsters build towers to live in. Mud lobster towers right here. And the other page had more educational stuff too. We got limpet, it's like a snail, a mussel beach, Sunflower starfish, that's cool. Starfish beach party, it's probably fictional. Kingfisher, oh, the kingfishers are little birds. Yeah.
Kingfishers?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Lego set.
Anemone hat shop, fictional. Pelicans, real. Sea urchins, sunbathing sea lion, clam holes. The holes dig like into the sand. Okay, anyway. So he said, "How about this forest?" Shaking his head stubbornly, the turtle persisted. "But I don't see any of my favorite seagrass." So yeah, it's shady over here, and there's lots of friends, but he doesn't like it still. "Luckily, seagrass meadows grow right near mangroves," Peso announced cheerfully. "Look at those happy dugongs tending the fields."
Dugong.
Oh yeah, those little dugongs.
Dugong is real.
It's spelled differently, but yeah. We got fiddler crab, we got seagrass, band audience, fish nurseries, possum. So there's sea creatures and land creatures and both, amphibious creatures. Komodo dragon, whoa, it's a big lizard. Okay, "The water is so murky here, not clean and clear like my old reef," fussed the turtle. "Arr, he sure is picky. I need a vacation from this vacation," Quasi muttered. Flipping his tail in frustration, Slowstash lamented. "I never realized how special my reef was until now. There's no other place quite like it." "If we can't find you a new home, we'll just have to figure out what's wrong with your old one," Barnacle said confidently. "Let's head back and solve this Ghost Reef mystery." So they're going back to the colorful
We're
city.
gonna go see there.
Yeah. Oh, they're gonna take the Gupti.
No, I didn't say that. I said Tweak is there.
Oh, Tweak's in the Gupti, yeah. Returning to the city, the crew found Tweak using the Gupti to prop up a row of teetering buildings. "Watch out!" the bunny shouted out with concern. "The city is starting to fall. We need to do something fast." Just then Shellington ran up to the crew and exclaimed, "Octonauts, while you were away, I discovered something very fascinating. The reef isn't rock at all. It's made up of thousands of little creatures." Wow, the coral is alive. How do they not realize that? "Does that mean they're not ghosts?" So look, there's these little creatures, and that's why they're all white. Ooh. Shellington shook his head and explained, "No, but they are cold and hungry. When I was studying the healthy reef outside of town, I learned that each coral has algae inside that give it color and help it make food. Algae are plants, and plants need light," Inkling added. "The buildings must be blocking out the sun and causing this coral to give up its algae. So that's why the reef turned white. Octonauts, we have to move these buildings," Barnacles declared. Wow, so the color on the reef is just algae? Is that true?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Like the green?
Any of the
Ew.
color.
Yeah. It's usually algae.
Even the pink?
Probably.
Gross.
Yeah, it's nature.
Ew.
It's all living organisms.
Grossing. Gross.
Yeah, really grossed out by it.
Yeah.
Words.
News of Octonauts' discovery spread quickly, and animals from far and wide returned to help. Together they lifted off pieces of city to uncover the coral beneath.
It's upside down again.
If only it were that easy to fix the world's problems.
If only.
So now we have yellow and orange and green and red. Everyone worked to build new homes around the coral instead of on top. Why didn't we think of that?
Yeah.
Slowly, the reef became colorful and healthy again. See? Wow, it's beautiful.
The coral in Hawaii was pretty nice.
Thank you for solving this mystery. Now I've learned that we need to care for the reef just like it cares for us. The turtle gratefully presented each of the crew with a rock from his prized collection. For all your hard work, Slowstash added with a wink. The Octonauts laughed and all agreed this was the greatest reef vacation ever. Wow, they solved an entire ecosystem's problems on vacation.
Yeah,
I can't
20
imagine.
pages.
I can't imagine what they do when they're not on vacation. They're not lazy like I am.
They saved the universe.
That was nice. Okay, let's pause the video.
Bye.
Thanks for listening.
Let's upload it.
Okay.